Nolagent here, Restaurant Dust Families. Let's go check it out.
Welcome to Nolagent. Let the good times roll.
In this episode, we visit Restaurant Dust Families for some Creole and Cajun food, which will include sampling some crawfish etouffee, gumbo, crab, shrimp, redfish, and a cheeseburger. Restaurant Dust Families is located in Marrero, Louisiana at 7163 Barataria Boulevard, which is about 30 minutes and 17 miles away from the New Orleans French Quarter. Restaurant Dust Families also has a full bar and a large outdoor view with stunning views of Bayou Dust Families, where you can see a lot of the local wildlife such as alligators. The restaurant is open for lunch and dinner, and it is a popular spot for both locals and tourists alike. Restaurant Dust Families is also a great place to host special events such as weddings, birthdays, and corporate meetings. There are also nearby airboat and swamp tours that are offered here. If you're looking for a delicious meal with stunning views and the bonus of going on a swamp tour, then Restaurant Dust Families is the perfect place for you. This is my first visit back to this place in quite a few years, as they had an unfortunate fire that did some substantial damage and they were closed for quite a while. So it's great to be back here, and it's great that they're open again. So you see they have a nice little patio here with a little fireplace space. And then we're coming up onto the stairs here. They do have a wheelchair ramp access on the side. And so you see they have quite a grand porch here in the front. And we've got a nice swing to sit in and be comfortable in on this side. And then plenty of other chairs and tables all wrapped around the porch there. So let's go ahead and head on inside here and check this place out. So as we're going to go and be seated, we'll take a little tour of this restaurant on the way. We've got the kitchen right here, so you can see everybody hard at work getting some of the delicious food prepared. And then as we walk into this main space in the back, we get quite an experience here. So they've got most of the seating here in the back of the restaurant. And we've got a whole lot of options to look at. So you can also see right here, they've got a little tiny bar right here. And then we've got a fireplace that looks pretty nice, which would be good in the wintertime. And then we're gonna go up the stairs, as there's a nice little space upstairs to check out here. So the space up here is for private dining, so you could have any number of great experiences and events here, and you get to overlook everything out to the back window view there that looks out onto the Bayou Dust Families. So you see you've got quite a fantastic view of the entire restaurant here in the rear part, and it's a pleasant little dining space all around, so you can have some really good times here looking down and around at everything. So it's certainly a really interesting and unique space to have an event. Now we'll head back downstairs again because of course there's more to see. So they have their main bar right there, and we're gonna go and check it out here. So you see it's a very comfortable space right here, and you've got a lot of chairs, and then they have a nice selection of adult beverage liquors right there. They have a little booth right here that's also available. And then, of course, we've got some more chairs, and we're back at the front of the restaurant right here. So they have quite a lot of things to see and do all throughout the restaurant. Now we're going to head back to our table here. And you can look up and see that second floor dining balcony. And then we're turning around as we can look out through these gigantic windows onto the bayou here. So Bayou Dust Families typically has some interesting wildlife to see. You're not always going to see the alligators, but we're getting lucky, as I think I see an alligator today right here. And they also have a little face on this tree here, so make sure you notice that. Now let's watch the alligator do some entertainment for us, as they are interesting creatures and very hungry. They've put a lot of French bread out here to tempt the alligator to come on out and get a snack. So let's go ahead and check out this menu now. So we have appetizers with crab meat remick, boudin balls, crab meat au gratin, onion rings, crab boulettes, crab cake remoulade, alligator stuffed mushrooms. Then we have soups and gumbos with chicken and sausage gumbo, seafood gumbo, turtle soup, crawfish etouffee, then salads and sandwiches with a Caesar, steak wedge, a classic cheeseburger, a fried chicken sandwich, then seafood platters with lightly fried shrimp, crispy fried catfish, Louisiana oysters, soft-shell crabs, seafood platter. Then we have entrees with redfish marcel, smothered catfish, double-cut pork chop, barbecue shrimp, shrimp Diane, Cajun ribeye, crab cake Lafitte, redfish and friends, boudin stuffed chicken, filet mignon, barbecue ribs, and you can get a small house Caesar or wedge salad with an entree for a $6 upcharge. Then sides of french fries, jalapeno cheddar grits, grilled asparagus, potato salad, chicken and sausage jambalaya, creamy coleslaw, and loaded potato au gratin. Then we have a selection of specialty cocktails, and then we have a wine selection. Then we have lunch specials with red beans and rice, fried chicken sandwich, chicken parmesan, soft-shell crab sandwich, pulled pork sandwich, cheeseburger, and fried seafood po' boy. So I started out with a seafood gumbo, and I would have to say the roux here looks a little light. But we're gonna add a little hot sauce to kick things up a bit, as hey, that's the way I roll. I always need a little extra kick of spice with some hot sauce. Ooh, yeah, it's just making it better to me. Now, let's see, I'm gonna say this roux is also a little bit watery, but the gumbo is chock full of seafood. There's some really big shrimp, there's crab, there's a lot of good stuff going on in here, certainly on the seafood side. Just is so close to being a great gumbo if they just would have thickened this roux up a bit more. And it certainly could use a bit more thickening and darkening, to my taste at least. There's also some crawfish in here, so you've got a good selection of seafood, as all this crab, shrimp, and crawfish is always a good idea, I would say. There's also a decent rice ratio, so some places put too much rice. This is a little more rice than I might prefer, but overall it's still a decent amount of rice that doesn't overwhelm the gumbo. Some people like to put a little potato salad in here instead of rice, so you might want to try it that way sometime as well. Alright, so just like I totally destroyed this gumbo, go ahead and destroy that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, comment below and let me know what you thought about this seafood gumbo, and while you're down there, make sure to check out the link to my Patreon account, as I do it for tips and I appreciate any help with that. Next up, I got the cheeseburger with a side of jalapeno cheddar grits. Oh, alright, this is quite a nice thick piece of meat on this burger, and it's got some good flavor. It's a bit on the overcooked side, but there's still some nice, juicy, delicious flavors in here. They chopped the lettuce, didn't keep it in big pieces, so the structural integrity is holding up very nicely. The ooey gooey cheese is getting everything nicely held together, so good structural cohesion. We have a really excellent meat bun ratio, so everything is staying together quite excellently. So this is a pretty darn well constructed burger. Everything is in nice proportions. Everything is staying together very, very nicely. No slipping and sliding. And a very hunky, chunky piece of meat on here, all things considered. So this is overall a pretty fantastic burger, I would have to say. The only thing I could improve on it would be to have it cooked just a little bit less. Other than that, I'm very much enjoying this burger. It's darn near perfect in many ways, I would say. So that went down very quick and easy. Now we've got these fantastic cheesy jalapeno grits, and let's see, they've got a wonderful texture here. Look very pretty, but let's see how they taste. And oh, very nice flavors. Excellent grits. So these are certainly very pleasant things to eat. I'm very much enjoying these cheesy jalapeno grits. Lots of good flavors. So this is certainly a side that goes really well with everything, I'd say. So now, just like I totally destroyed this burger and the grits, destroy that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, comment below, let me know what you thought about this burger and the grits, and while you're down there, be sure to check out links to my Patreon account as I do it for tips, and I appreciate any help with that. Oh ho ho, now it's dessert time! So we have a white chocolate bread pudding, a pecan pie, a cream brulee, then we have an espresso, a latte, and a cappuccino. So my server recommended the pecan pie, which is cobbler style, served warm with vanilla ice cream and caramel sauce, and I have to say, this thing looks amazing, and it is a huge serving. Wow! Alright, let's see if the taste matches up to the site, and oh yes, this is a fantastically delicious dessert. Oh my goodness, all of this wonderful pecan ooey-gooiness with the caramel sauce and the ice cream is a wonderful, wonderful thing. It is most definitely more like a cobbler and not very much at all like a pie. And I prefer this cobbler style over a pie. This is certainly one of the best desserts I've had in quite a long time. I am really, really happy with this. There are lots of fantastic flavors here. All the crunchy nuts, the ice cream, and that caramel sauce just really go together. It's ultimately kind of a simple thing, but it just hits all of the things I want in a dessert. There are just so many good flavors here going together that just really make for a completely enjoyable experience to me. I'm a little sad to see it go, and I am so full because that was a huge serving. So just like I've totally destroyed this pecan pie, go ahead and destroy that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, comment below, let me know what you thought about this pecan pie, and while you're down there, be sure to check out links to my Patreon account as I do it for tips, and I appreciate any help with that. So the bill arrived, and the total before tip was $43.67. I will say the dessert and the gumbo were a bit on the expensive side to me. So on my next visit, I got the crawfish etouffee to start out with, and it looks quite nice. So let's look around and see there's a lot of crawfish in here, and let's go ahead and give it a taste. So there's actually quite a lot of variability in how people prepare their crawfish etouffee. So as we taste this one, all right, really good. It's got a lot of delicious buttery flavors in here. So this one seems to have a very predominant butter base. And that's how I always start my crawfish etouffee, with a whole lot of butter. So there's a lot of good flavors in here. It could be spicier to my palate though. This is more of a sweet flavored, just from the butter and the crawfish overall. Not a whole lot of heat or spice in here at all. It's more of a very even keel sweet flavors. And just like I totally destroyed this crawfish etouffee, destroy that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, comment below, let me know what you thought about this crawfish etouffee, and while you're down there, make sure to check out link to my Patreon account as I do it for tips, and I appreciate any help with that. For my entree, I got the redfish Marcel, which is sauteed mushrooms, brown butter, crab meat, and shrimp. Then for my side, I got the asparagus, and this is a beautiful looking plate. Look at this shrimp. Ooh, yeah. I'd say this is a blackened shrimp, and it's got really fantastic flavor. Ooh, so lots of nice, delicious little shrimp all in here. Yeah. Louisiana shrimp is really nice, delicious, has a little sweet flavor to it. This redfish looks amazing, and then there's lots of crab meat everywhere. Look at this crab meat. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. And then we've got this beautiful piece of redfish. Oh, it's cooked perfectly. It smells amazing, and ooh, wonderful flavors. And then look at all these mushrooms mixed in with the crab meat. Oh, lots of good things going on all over the place here. A little crab meat mushroom combo bite, and ooh, that does go quite nicely together. There are a lot of wonderful things happening on this plate. I'm really happy with all of the flavors and tastes that I've had so far. And this redfish is one of the most perfectly cooked ones I've had in quite a while. It is certainly moist and very flavorful on every level. Ooh, This is going down very quick and easily as it has so many good things going on here. And this is literally health food. Everything on here is pretty darn healthy for the most part. It's a guilty pleasure you don't have to be guilty about because literally this is a really super duper healthy meal overall. And there's just explosions of flavor with each and every bite. And ooh, another little shrimp hiding. Look at this thing. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Deliciousness all over with each and every bite. Ooh, I'm getting sad. It's my last bite of the fish, and oh, the seafood part is over. However, we still have some delicious asparagus, so let's see how this is. Perfectly cooked. It's not overly done. It's still got a lot of good crispness in there. Lots of nice flavors in this asparagus. I would say the asparagus is absolutely cooked perfectly as well. So everything on the plate so far has really been pleasant as can be. Okay, we're down to the last bite, and here we go. And now, just like I've totally destroyed this plate of food, go ahead and destroy that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. Comment below, let me know what you thought about this plate of food. While you're down there, make sure to check out the link to my Patreon account as I do work for tips and I appreciate any help with that. So for dessert, I got the creme brulee, which is vanilla bean custard with caramelized sugar and some fruit on top. It looks quite beautiful overall, I would have to say. We'll just get this big piece of strawberry out of the way. Ooh, now let's try to break into the crust here and see what lies underneath here. So, wonderful looking blueberries and the strawberries still to go. This should go quite well with this creme brulee. It looks quite nice and it does taste quite nice. So this is an excellent creme brulee. It's really got a bunch of good flavors on its own, even without the fruit. The fruit just really complements everything, I would say, though. So this is a perfectly pleasant dessert. I have to say, though, I would still go with a pecan pie over this. Now, I think the pecan pie is the best dessert on the menu. To my taste, your taste could vary, of course. Oh, now we're down to the last bite. I'm a little sad. And here we go. Now, just like I've totally destroyed this creme brulee, go ahead and destroy that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. Comment below and let me know what you thought about this creme brulee. While you're down there, make sure to check out the link to my Patreon account as I do it for tips. I appreciate any help with that. So, the bill arrived and the total before tip was $72.07. Now, I will say the price of the crawfish etouffee and the creme brulee were pretty expensive to my standards. Each of those was nearly the price of an entree at some other restaurants. Now, I will say they were all great, and the redfish marcel was an absolutely wonderful and perfect dish that I really did enjoy. So, thanks so much to everyone at Restaurant Des Families for some amazing food, and thanks so much to all of you out there for tuning into the NOLA Gent channel, especially to my Patreons. Now, if you would so kindly, go ahead and share this video with any of your friends or contacts that would enjoy it, as it really would help me with the YouTube algorithm. Then tune in next time for more good food, good times, and good people. NOLA Gent here, and thanks so much for watching, and just go ahead and destroy this video right here to keep up with the fun.